Google is back in the mid-range market this year with the Pixel 6a, with the same look, feel and chip as last year's flagship Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. But does it stack up and does it stand out? Well, let's put 3 minutes on the clock, starting now. If you're a fan of the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro's design, then you'll be glad to see the Pixel 6a looks near identical to its flagship siblings, only instead of a glass back, we've got a plastic one surrounded by an aluminium frame and Gorilla Glass 3 screen. Now, the body is IP67 dust and water resistant and comes in at around 178 grams. I'm a big fan of the design, but I did find the back to be quite slippery, so you might want to slap a case on this one. The Pixel 6a is rocking a 6.1-inch 60Hz OLED display, which is ever so slightly smaller than the Pixel 6's 6.4-inch 90Hz display. Colors are bright and vibrant, details are clear and sharp, all thanks to that high dynamic range panel. The Pixel 6a also has a pair of stereo speakers at the top and bottom of the phone. The clarity is excellent, especially at high volumes, and is on par with my iPhone 13 Pro in regards to volume level. There's no headphone jack, but the phone does feature Bluetooth 5.2, so will work brilliantly with wireless earbuds or headphones. Now, like I said earlier, it's using the exact same Tensor chip we saw debuted in last year's Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. Performance is quick and snappy, and I noticed minimal lag or stuttering. The phone has 6 GB of RAM and a max of 128 GB storage, and it's running the latest version of Android 12 with 5 years guaranteed updates from Google. Now, when it comes to connectivity, it supports Wi-Fi 6 and 6E, the latest Wi-Fi standards, as well as NFC. The Pixel 6a has a 4400 mAh battery, which Google claims will get you over 24 hours of battery life with its adaptive battery feature, or 72 hours with the extreme battery saver. But failing that, it supports fast charging up to 18 watts. Sadly, there's no charging brick included in the box, and no support for wireless charging either. Now, the Pixel 6a has 2 sets of cameras on board, a 12 megapixel wide-angle camera and a 12 megapixel ultra-wide, similar to the Pixel 6. There's no telephoto lens, sadly, which is something I always like to see, but the Pixel 6a still supports portrait mode and night sight. However, it is missing the action pan and long exposure mode that we saw on the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro, which is disappointing as those were 2 of my favorite features to play with. There's not much new here when it comes to the picture quality. If you're familiar with the Pixel phones, you'll know their image quality is some of the best on the market currently. Colors are rich and vibrant, clarity is sharp and detailed, and the 4K video looks excellent thanks to the optical image stabilization and HDR10 Plus support. New speech enhancement mode improves the audio when using selfie video, suppressing any background noises to make sure that your voice is heard.
This is speech enhancement. It's great for capturing clear speech in noisy locations. It reduces unwanted sounds like wind, traffic, and crowds. It works best with a single speaker. This is speech enhancement. It's great for capturing clear speech in noisy locations. It reduces unwanted sounds like wind, traffic, and crowds. It works best with a single speaker.
So as we can see, the Pixel 6a has a lot to offer as a mid-range phone. It's coming in at the higher end of around $599 Canadian or $450 US. But the 6a has a premium look and feel, as well as some features only seen in flagship phones, that makes the price feel justified and makes the Pixel 6a a worthy consideration if you're in the market for a mid-range phone. Okay, let's stop the clock. Okay, so what do you think? Was that even 3 minutes? If you've made it this far into the video, I really appreciate it. My name is Robin, and if you like this, we just put up a video on some more mid-range competitors, the TLC 30 and 36E 5G, so make sure to check those out.